Greetings, programs! How was everyone this evening? It has been an exciting week. It's been a busy week, but not like super busy. Not like a lot going on, just trying to get stuff done kind of week. I am falling a little bit behind on editing. I'm hoping I can catch up on that tomorrow. But otherwise, things are not looking too bad. So what all is going on? Did not stream yesterday. Yesterday was a very busy day for me. I didn't even get home until probably 6 p.m. or so. So I said I've been working because been working on the Auto Battler.
Oh, man.
And I've been working on the Auto Battler in my free time all throughout the week. And that was $20 from Platinum Venus. Thank you very much. This is Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Platinum Venus. So I said, you know what? I've been working on this a ton in my own time. And I just want to relax for a minute. So, did not stream last night. I did end up working on the Auto Battler anyway. And then I worked on it some more today. I've actually gotten quite a bit done. I'm almost caught up in updating the game up to where I want it to be now. I've not added any new content to it, but I've done a significant amount of work on existing game. So yeah, I've been working on it throughout the week. I am, at this point, officially working with Kaiser to help get some art done, so I'm excited for that. What else we got going on? So that was that. Last Sunday, ended up playing a lot of smaller games that I had demos for. And that was mostly in I guess cleaning the plate a little bit, but also because tomorrow I have something that I've been interested in a while that is very recently released that I want to show off, so that's going to be tomorrow. As far as proper, how is Barry? Barry's doing well. Barry's doing well. She is going on a little bit of a trip here soon, so she's doing a lot of prep for that, getting ready for it. Let's see here, as far as proper videos go, I think we're starting up Woolhaven. I may be out of videos for that, though. I need to get on editing, because I got a bunch of Woolhaven that we've been going through. And then in Leap Year, we finished the main game. We're starting to work on the DLC, the March DLC. Not 100% sure what I want to do next. Like, there was a game that I wanted to do. After playing a little bit of it, though, I'm not so sure anymore how easy it's going to be to play through. I still want to do it, but that kind of went, like, that was some of my plan. So we'll see what kind of trouble I can get myself into. And then, of course, that brings us here. This is Fez. Welcome back to Fez. last week, we completed our alphabet. I did a little bit of not so much work, but just looking at what I already had written down for Fez. And I figured out a significant amount more of the alphabet. There's only a few characters that I was missing, and then somebody pointed me towards the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, which got me like the 1 or 2 letters I was missing out on. And at this point, I've explored most of the map that I can explore. There are only a few things left that I use some kind of gimmick that I don't yet understand. We did figure out how to lower the water level, so that was cool. One of the big things that was holding me back was counting numbers. I had not figured out numbers. And at the very end of a very long stream last week, I figured out numbers. And we figured that out when we got here. Now, I had been here before, but I didn't quite make heads or tails of the numbers themselves. I just went, boy, there's a lot in here, and I am not big-braining this right now. And I think I tend to be somewhat quiet when I'm genuinely thinking to myself. I have a hard time thinking out loud. But so in coming here then, a lot of this was still Greek to me. Like, I didn't know what any of that meant. I didn't really understand what any of this meant. I was looking at the numbers down there on the bottom of this, going like, maybe that's counting, I don't know. Maybe that's order. No idea what was going on over here. But it was this that did it. So the empties, that is a dot, a line, a square, and it occurred to me, a cube. These are 0, 1, 2, and 3-dimensional objects. Which then the numbers up top equate to 0, 1, 2, and 3. This still only tells you so much, though. Like, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. But then we have a number over here that's like... What's the line pointing down? Well, my assumption, after staring at everything for a hot minute, then we have these over here as well, was that equal sign in the middle was actually an equal sign. And what we have is the 3 there on the far right, and the 3 in the upper left-hand corner. 3 is equal to the line down. And then, of course, line down is equal to line down, which on its own doesn't really mean anything. Like, yeah, of course it is. But I feel like that being right next to the angle equal to line down really made it clear to me that these are 2 different ways to say the same number. Which means going back over here, line up is 1. Line to the right is 2. Line down is 3. But also, line up and right are 3. And if we look over here, well, line up is 1, line right is 2. Both of them combined make the 2 lines in the upper right, which is 3, which is also line up, line right is 1 plus 2 is 3. Once I started to figure that out, I was then thinking, okay, well, what are the other numbers then? I mean, I was figuring that out here, but I was also thinking, well, what's the T shape? What's the cross? How does that work? And between thinking about the T shape and the cross and then what we had going on here, that told me that there are the 4 numbers. And then I started looking over here. And this is where everything came together. Because, okay, we have 1, we have 2, and then we have 3 plus 4, which is 7. 1 plus 2 plus 7, which is 10. So the full cross is 10. And then right next to that one, we have 2 plus 3 plus 1 and 4. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The cross is 10. So we know numbers. This, honest to goodness, just threw me off. I'm not entirely sure what this was here for, other than just describing the counting cube, which we have over here. That there are potentially 6 different shapes that can be made with all of these, and they fit on the one cube, which we then have. So right now, we've explored almost everywhere that we can realistically explore. We're missing a couple things here and there, and those were mostly due to puzzles that I didn't know how to solve. But now we know how to count. So since we know how to count, let's start by figuring out what that is there on the left. I'm going to bring up my notes here. Okay, so what do we have here? That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then that is 1, 2, and 3, which is 5. Then we have a T shape, which is 1, 2, and 3. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Followed by 1. That is 1, 2, 3, which is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's also 4. 1, 2, that is 3. Interesting that there are multiple ways to write a number. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, so that is 6. 1, 2. That is also 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is 4. 1, 2, 3 is 5. That is 4. 1, 2 is 3. 1, 2 is 3. 1, 2, and 3 is 5. So we have 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, 4, 3, 6, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 5. I'm going to go over that again in red because I cannot read the black. And then something else that I notice here that I don't understand this is in the upper left of that, there's a dot. Not really sure what that implies. Not sure what the dot means. Though, back in this room, I think I remember seeing a dot. It may be that one you can see right there. That may or may not be important. Okay, so let's figure out how to get out of here. And we're going back to town. This is not where I want it to be. I kind of thought this was going to lead me back to town, because I remember town being weird. Crap! I swear I saw something down there. No, guess not. Okay, not there. That is our home. So it's here. So this symbol here, we don't really understand yet, other than that it leads to shortcuts. This one is the one that they used for 3 dimensions. We do have the tetrads with numbers on them. And then we have this here that says X, Y, Z? X, Y, Z. Sure, why not? This here is where we see, like, the dot above. This is something that we have never seen before. Well, we have seen before, but it's not language. It is a number. That's 0, 4, 9, dot. So that's 0, 4, 9, dot. And we don't understand the dot yet. Now we do have all of these individual ones. So I am going to take a brief moment. I've already screenshotted this. I'm going to take a brief moment to actually organize these into numerical order. So this is 1. Two. Three. Four. This is 5. 6. This one is 8. And this one is 7. So why the dot here is over top of the third one, I could not tell you. But that gives us a solid pattern now. So that's up, right, left, jump, right, left, down, right. Cube! Alright, we officially understand numbers. Look at that, all gold. Okay, so now we are done down here now. So we can go back up here and see if we can't figure out some of the stuff going on in these other rooms. Now that we can count. You're not that late, Darzin. You kind of missed the intro, but not too much. We have confirmed that I know how to count. I do need to go to the lighthouse. But I want to go over here. That's the bell. Hey there, Blade. Okay, that's the lighthouse. Make it. Didn't make it. Oh, it's down here, because it was underwater before. We sure did learn math. Well, we learned numbers at the very least. And there is an equal sign. Is at the very end of the stream. Now, meanwhile, I have something to do here. And I have no idea what. I have no hints. So maybe we'll just come back to this one. So where else we needed to go was Lighthouse. So let's go to Lighthouse. This was another one of the little dot rooms. Which I don't know how to deal with. But there was a little dot in a square over top of the pattern that we learned in town. I'm gonna do that again and see what happens. Up, right, left, jump, right, left, down, right. Nothing. Crap. Up, right, left, jump, right, left, down. I'll try it standing on this. That feels like a mean thing to do since they make me move left and right. Up, right, left, jump, right, left, down, right. Nope. So I still have no idea what to do with that dot. I mean, what else do I have that I could piece together for that? Not a lot, really. There was the one really long pattern that had a dot in it that I wasn't entirely sure about, but it doesn't tell me what to do. Assuming that's even the same dot. I really would have assumed it was this dot. And not that one. So there's something up at Bird Temple. No, at the Bird Temple, that's the one that I need, like, everything for, isn't it? Bird room. Yeah. So there's something here, but I don't know what. And I still do not know what. Okay, so that is bird, that is everything up top. We've done everything down below. So we can do something at the bell. I think we can do something with the bell. Then we have something there, too. We can maybe do something with this? I think we did solve the other owl. We just had to collect all the owls. Which leads me to believe that this one may have something to do with something else we have to collect. We have this puzzle, which I still don't particularly understand. We have this, which I don't think... I think that's another one of the pillars with a dot, and then there's a bunch of stuff up here. There's the clock puzzle, which I do not understand. Another dot. Another dot. Yeah, so dot, dot, clock, nothing up here I understand. And then there's this. Hey there, Nitro. So learning numbers may not have actually helped us as much as I would have liked. Is it really that hard to grab onto that ledge? Come on, go for it. Are you able to fast travel in this game? To a degree. You can't just fast travel from anywhere to anywhere, but there are shortcuts. And, like, teleporters, I guess. Okay, so we want to go... We want to go to the bell, which we can get to directly from here. Bell. So the bell has numbers on the side. So this is 1. This is 6. This is 3. And this is 10. 1, 3, 6, 10. Okay, that's in order. That did not do anything. Let's try 1. Okay, we have to hit it that many times. 1, 2. 1. 3. 6. They queue them up really good. You can just... Yeah! Now the bell's gone. That's kind of sad. Well, I could do the bell. Let's go over to Treeland. Don't know how to get to Treeland. That is not Treeland. That is not Treeland. This is the one that I needed everything for. Yeah, okay. So we can't do Treeland. And then Treeland will lead somewhere else. So that's most stuff. Okay, so next up we're heading over here, I think. Okay, go into the Big Mouth room. How do you get to Big Mouth room? Big Mouth room. I must not have, done this pillar. So this is left, left, right, right, up, jump, down, right, right. Left, left, right, right. Up, jump, down, right, right. Maybe I did do this one. Did we do the golden door here? I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's not something here that I'm missing, it's the, not that door. Not that door. Oh, this was the riddle. I was thinking maybe numbers would help figure that one out, but no. That's just the riddle. Did I actually write down what the riddle translates to anywhere? No, I didn't, because why would I? Alright, so we're gonna figure this out again. So that is S E C U R I. This spells security. Security. This is probably Q. U. E. S. T. I. O. N. M. Y. F. This is probably first. I. R. S. T. Oh, I didn't get this down here. H. Oh, hint. Ah, man, I'm writing on the wrong layer. Oh, heck. H-A-L-F. I-S. W. H. A. There's a lovely looking A. T. I'm writing very small and with a mouse. Okay, my first okay, security question hint. My first half is what it's like what it is. It's gonna be second. S E C O N D. My second half. Yeah, H A L F. It's gonna be is again. Is what, probably? No. H A L F. My second half is half of okay, this is going to be is half of what it was or something of the sort. H A T Oh, half of what made it. Okay, well, we at least have this. We at least have that now. So this is P L E A S E A. This is probably N, like answer. T. You would really think I would have T memorized by now. H I S S E C U R I T Y. Okay, please answer this security. This is going to be question. Q U E S T I O N W H A T using contractions without an apostrophe. How uncouth. Okay, we at least have this now. Okay, so please... I have one more glyph for apostrophe. I'd rather them just not use contractions. Just spell out what is my name. You can fit what after question. Or just make the whole thing another line taller. The one behind it is 7 lines long. Okay, so please answer this security question. What is my name? Security question hint. My first half is what it is. My second half is my second half is half of what made it. And I have no idea, but we at least have it written down. Okay, so nothing we can do there, nothing we can do there. So I think our next goal now... If this is getting to the point where it's just like a puzzle game and I'm too dumb to solve the solutions, I may end up asking for help. How the heck do you get out of this place? Okay, so I'm looking for... inside a tree. Oh, that takes you to the back. Oh, inside a tree. Probably that up there. You know, the tree to go inside of. Hey there, SGX. Okay, so we're missing something here. I do not know what we are missing. We're missing the point. So can't do anything there. Missing a point there. There's a chest here too, though. Yeah, so let's actually go up there. Maybe we can find the chest, at least. Dang it! That worked somehow. Oh yeah, there you go. How do you get up there? Probably an invisible platform or something. What does this say? Do I have the translation for this? I do not have a translation for this side. Which is P L E-A-S-E M-E-N-D, please mend. H-E-L... Do you mean please send help? It's please send help. So this one says, please send help. This side says, trapped in a Fez factory. So, do I have anything here? Yeah, I think that's this. So I think that means door visible? Yeah, that's gonna be like here. So that means there's a platform like out here? Yep. Heck yeah, give me that chest. I'm not on the right side of it. There we go. Had to use a treasure map to get a treasure map. Okay, let me go get my phone. I'll tell everybody if it's a virus. So all it says is RRRLRRRL. Okay, I wonder if you could do that anywhere. It has to be here. Okay, so we're missing one thing here, and it's the dot. We are missing one thing here, and it's the dot. We are missing one thing here, and it's the clock puzzle that I don't understand. And we are missing one thing here, which I'm also not entirely sure I understand. So the dot puzzle is pretty much the one thing holding us back in the vast majority of places. So we can head back down to here and maybe make sense of what that's doing. Okay, so we're going towards the... Man, that's rough. That's rough. Look, I just went down. Okay, so you also have to worry about height when landing on mushrooms. The heck do you get down from here? How do you get down from here? Oh, I lived. Okay, into the curtain home. Can you just go back out the door you came in? Yes. So we're going towards gate room. Okay, so we are looking for locked mausoleum. I can't make that jump, really. But I can make this one. Okay, no doors here. No doors on this layer. Locked mausoleum, let's go. So we're looking for the door room. still not where I'm trying to get to. Really? Gonna make this hard on me? Yeah, there's no door here. Ghost over here. Anybody want to chat? I believe the hypercube. Oh, it's just right here, the main door. God dang it. Alright. Door cube, my old friend. So what does the back of this say? That is D O T S dots to dots. Dots to dots. So dots to dots may be the thing that I was trying to figure out with the numbers, where there's the dot that I've never been able to figure out. Anyway, we can figure this out. So we start in the U shape lower right. So, bottom of the T. This is 3 here, so that's... Okay, middle second row with 3 in the upper left. And then 4 is 4 along the top, second one. You really think I would have stumbled upon that when I was doing every door in every order, but here we are. You got to say, I can feel it. I can feel the cosmos. I can feel the cosmos! Well, I see the chest out there. I don't understand how to get to it. Oh wait, I can swim. I assumed this was death water. Okay, we're gonna go swimming. I got a skull! I found an ancient artifact. Unbelievable. So the legends were true. They did come here. Sure did get a skull. So this, to me, looks like one of those tentacle guys that we've seen. They got the 3 tentacles coming out of the bottom. Well, we did it. And at this point, I'm kind of out of stuff that I know how to do. Like, pretty much everything left that I need to do involves those pillars with a little floating dot in the middle that I don't know what to do with. Like, these, all 3 of these here are dots. I think this is a dot. So like the vast majority of things that I need to do involve that pillar with a dot that I have no idea about. And then this down here is just where you go once you collect all the things. This, I have no idea. It's just an empty room. This is a riddle that I do not know the answer to. And then we have clock puzzle and telescope that I also do not know the answers to. The moon portal. That's right! We have not been to the moon portal! probably going to end up being a nothing burger, knowing my luck. How do I get out of here? Is that a place that I want to go that may send me somewhere useful? Not really. What if I just take this door? Maybe that'll put me somewhere where I don't have to do jumping puzzles to figure out where I'm going. Close enough. Okay, so we are going to Town Hub. I forget which one of these has the moon. Gonna make me do dumb platforming to get out here. There it is. Moon! Going to the moon! Hey, alien guys, I got one of your skulls. Place sure is 3D. Map does not open here. Low gravity. You still can't fall very forward. Everything is slow. Okay, so there's not really anything of note down here, other than whatever this is. I sure am going somewhere. We'll figure out where that somewhere is in a bit. Yes. Anything else going on down here that I should be mildly aware of? Does not look like it. Anything cool here? Other than this thing being heckin' big. Also a bird. Hey, bird. I don't know what you are, but you sure are bright. Negafez. I don't know, I don't have enough cubes yet. Stop trying! Ah, crap. I can rotate, but I can't look at my inventory. Or bring up a map. Oh, I don't feel so good. I can't go indoors. Oh, no. I did it! I got to the top! Oh man, this is some Tron crap. This is great. like the three different colored lines, which is a standard world cursor for the three directions, like X, Y, Z. It's like string theory, but with tetrads. I'm so sorry, I was short a couple cubes. This is not what the universe deserves. Pretty sure I just saw the end of the universe. So what's the requirement to get to that ending? Just get to the moon and get to the top of the moon? Is that it? I mean, we clearly have more work to do. Skipping the credits because we clearly have more work to do. Wait, what? I can't just continue anymore? Does New Game... Okay, New Game Plus lets me keep my stuff. I can't rotate yet, or open a map, or open my inventory. Hey, buddy. Wait, no. I can figure out what it says now. Just don't advance without me. H-I. Hi. T-H-E-R-E. There. H-O-W. Hi there, how? A R E R Y O U. Hi there, how are you? I W I L L. I will B E. I will be Y O U R. I will be your H E X A H E. So hexa. DRON. Hexahedron. T O D A Y. Hi there, how are you? I will be your hexahedron today. S-O... So... T-H... I-S. So this... So this is... J U S T. So this is just A. This is just A. R O U T. ROUTINE, routine. So this is just a routine. PRO PR. Oh, I lost track of where it was. PROCE D URE, routine procedure. B U but I do NEED, but I do not need, but I do need. S, I think that's an O. Oh. SOME SOMEONE, someone. HERE, here. JUST, just. Just in case. Something. Goes wrong. Routine procedure, but I do need something just in case something goes wrong. That is IF. If SOE SOME SOME something, if something does go wrong, you are going to HAUE have to CLEAR, clear, clean. Clean up. The mess. Hey. Wait a minute. Can you what word is that? E U E N. Even. Can you even understand what I am saying? And what is that WR? Oh. Wrong. WI with? Your? Head. What is wrong with your head? Oh. Well. You are here now? Might as well do this thing. Prepare to H-A have your mind blown. Man, the Hypercube's just a chill guy. All right. Welcome to the club. Enjoy your free hat. So the hat doesn't even mean anything. It's just a hat. I kind of thought maybe lost my place. This would not work because of your weird head. But everything looks A-okay. from over here. Thanks for the hand. You can go home now. It was very nice to meet you. Oh yeah. Think I can bring my screen back to proper resolution? This is proper resolution. First person now, in case you really want to get a look around. I wish you could move around in 3 dimensions. Like, let me go walk around. It also freezes time while you're in first person. Is inventory working? Yes. We still have all of our crap. We are missing 7 nega cubes. Everything is back where it was. Map still filled out. So we've gained the ability to look in first person, and we saw an ending, but that's pretty much it. We did not, in fact, gain any of the information that I needed. Which, of course, is predominantly how to deal with the pillars. Yeah, a lot of the time was spent translating. By the end of that, I had a significant portion of the alphabet memorized, though. So what do we need at this point? We need... clock puzzle, which I don't understand. Oh, you can press up here to go to the other side. Like going through a door. Yeah, so we can see the dot in the circle up top. That just says XYZ. Not that I know if it matters, but the meter on the side of this is currently reading a 3. This big thing is another one. So that's 0, 4, 9, 0, 4, 9, dot. Nothing in there, really. Yeah, not much in this room. I feel like maybe there's something I'm supposed to do in here? Kind of just looking around for clues now, seeing is there anything that I missed? Alright, let's go check out some of the other towns. Looking for clues. Bird. Actually, can I go out here and hop on one of you guys? Curious if there's anything up top. It only goes up that high. Okay, Flat Town here is a neat town, but I don't think there's ever been anything, like, meaningful in it. Ludum Dare is going to end? That's depressing. Oh, I can't go first person in here either. Can I talk to Worm? I cannot talk to Worm. Owl. Worship the owl. This is like the prehistoric Fezzes, when society was just beginning. Yeah, I can't interact with anything. Just a big cook pot. Oh right, this place is just death. Well, not much else to be done here. Yeah, so still, not much in Flat Town, just learning some about the prehistoric Fezzes. mapping out the planet. Learning about the hypercube. Yeah, just bunks, nothing fancy. Can you not get on the top of the building? Oh, you can. They still had big heads. But yeah, otherwise not really anything here. Maybe if you speak to every single one of them here, somebody says something useful. But they all speak in the old tongue. And the couple people that I talked to did not say anything useful. I can see the back of your head. Oh, hi. I did do that already. I collected this one. How do you just make that cube float in there? That's true, everything floats, it's not special. They're figuring out QR codes here. That's not a full QR code. Though, what all is it missing? I think it's missing actual data. I was wondering maybe you could, like, fill in the blanks. But I think it's missing actual data. That's where we learn to count. So, puzzles that I still don't have an answer to. Whatever this thing on the left is. And what the deal is with the little point. The little dot. And then this guy's got a little dot over his head too. And he's holding a 3 for some reason. Really likes 3. 3 eyes, 3 legs. Yeah, I'm kinda... kinda running out of options. So I've looked at all the information that we have handy. Honestly, at this point, I am willing to accept hints, if you want to poke me in the right direction. Because at this point, most things holding me back are the pillars with the little dot in the middle that I don't know how work. This room that had no discernible hint anywhere in it. And this puzzle, which is a riddle, that I still can't figure out because I'm bad at riddles. And then also clock puzzle. No idea how to do clock puzzle. And then this, which is presumably something else. I mean, I guess I can go back and do clock puzzle. Maybe I'll putz around there and figure something out. Interesting that those are hollow. I mean, I guess there's no immediate need to render a top and bottom, but... Okay, so I came here for the teleporter. And we are teleporting to... Startown. Wherever that is. Okay, we are in the right place. Let's figure out how to get to the clock. Okay, clock is back there. Have I translated that? I did. And it says all of time and space and the space outside of space. Does it even end? Really, I can't grab that. Okay, clock hands have not changed. The hands are moving. Very, very slowly, but they are moving. Yeah, Twisty Thing just rose these pillars over here so you could get up top to the teleporter thing. So there are 3 hands. And they are all moving. Very slowly, but they are. Yeah, I cannot think of a solution to this that isn't to be here at a specific time. So there isn't a red hand. Otherwise, it's just a regular ticking clock with 3 hands in different positions. The only one you really pay attention to is the color. The other 2 are just the other hands moving around on their own. But there is no red hand. I'm not sure if that means I have to figure out what the red hand would be, or if there just is no red hand. Oh, red hand was solved last time? What did I do to solve it? One moment. I have an impatient cat. I return. Not dinner time for her. It's a little bit late for that. So I have an actual plant in my room now, and Muffin desperately wants to eat it. So when I'm not in the room, I've been closing the door. And because when I'm recording and sometimes even streaming, I'll have the door to my office closed. But Muffin still wants in the room, or out of the room if she's trapped inside of it. So I installed a cat door. But the problem then is with a cat door, if I close the door, and leave, she will come into the room and eat the plant. So I have a lockable cat door. So typically when I leave, I lock the cat door and close the office. The door was still locked, and she was outside the room, so she was just staring and poking at the cat door, going, "I know you're in there, let me in." So if I solved the red hand last time, what did I do? No, it's not a spider plant, it's just a fern. Palm fern, something. Because whatever I did to solve red, presumably I would want to do for the other ones. That, or it's a puzzle where you want to be around at a specific time. White seems to be moving very slowly, if at all. Blue is moving. Jury's out on green. I think it's moving, though. Actually, you know, I'm not confident green's moving. I'm also not confident white's moving. Blue is moving. I can physically see blue moving. Easier to see from this side. Well, I only have so many options, because I have this puzzle, I have the one up here, which I've also been told is mean, and then I mostly have the pillar dot puzzles. And then we have a riddle down here that I can also not figure out. We have this room that I don't have any clues for. Alright, so here's the thing. Since I'm a little bit stumped as to what's going on next, if anybody has any immediate clues they can give me, I will take them. Otherwise, I'm probably going to wrap up the stream for now. It is getting a little bit late. And I may see if I can find, before next week, I may see if I can find something to kind of poke me in the right direction. Do I want to know about the clock one? Sure. I mean, as I said with the clock one, I don't even remember what I did to solve the red side. It is, in fact, a waiting game. Of course. You just standing around waiting for them all to eventually go up to the cube at the top. Yeah, one of them is super slow. At least two of them are. Alright, well that's going to be the clock. I think with the periscope. Okay, let's go back to hub for now. I'm not confident I can hop down that far. Okay, maybe red was seconds then, and that's how I solved that one. The one that I can see moving is probably blue, which would be minutes. Okay, that's where we're going. Cool, I can see it from here. Okay, and that's where we're going. Okay, there's a puzzle in here for us. And I have been told this one as well is mean. Oh, the background in here is weird. Yeah, I don't remember if it was meta knowledge or if it was for a meta puzzle. But the only thing I can think of in here is the two blinking stars. Later, Savvy. So, my thinking right now is I'm just going to have to write down the pattern. Pretty much every time that it would cycle around to here, I'd write down the pattern. It's a long pattern, and I don't think you can even see it all at once. So, like, I'd write down what I have. And then I just keep writing it down. And then you'd compare, like, okay, I got some of this one. Yeah, you can see them there. So like, okay, so I got this pattern, I can match it up with that bit of the pattern, so I have more of the pattern. And just do that until I have the entire pattern. And my assumption is that I do that, and then it's all just left, right, and I just sit here and do this. Until I get it, and the pattern's gonna be like 800 things long. That's my assumption. Otherwise, yeah, that's about all I know. No, I know letters, I know numbers, I know that, like, weird vertical pattern where you gotta hit, like, your lefts and your rights and your jumps and everything. I know that. I think those are the only things in my list. I can read and I can follow instructions. Yeah, so we got two main puzzles up here. We have the dot in the square thing, which I have no idea what's going on with. And then we have these two down here. No idea what's going on with this one. It's just an empty room. And then this one is a riddle that I'm not good at riddles. This is a riddle that I have no idea how to deal with. Wait, now I can't get... Oh, wait, no, I can't. Never mind. Perfect. Take me back! It's gonna be easier than going the long way. Okay, I want to go to that empty room. This is gonna be the last thing we do tonight, because I'm stumped otherwise on pretty much everything. I want to go to the empty room. And I want to go into first person. Okay, we're going to Big Mouth. That leads to Bone. So I need to get up there. Yeah, solve something elsewhere and it shows up there. I don't imagine the nature of the question marks here. If there's nothing at all left to do in a room, like if there was a puzzle to solve in another room, I feel like it would also have a little question mark over it. Wait, this isn't where I want to be. I'll go back to that room. Right backwards. That's a little mean. Anybody remember what that thing was that we were supposed to press when we got to that? When we saw that? Because I sure don't. Wasn't it in my inventory? Oh, right, it was this. Okay, I'm going to paste that so I can look at it. Okay, so they want you to stand presumably in the empty spot. I mean, you can. There's nothing getting in your way hecking you up here. And they want this to be in the upper right. That may not be correct per se, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, what do we got? Up, right, up, jump, down, left, up, down. It's moving even in first person. That weirds me out. Well, I did it. Now what? I want to know why one of these squares has a number in the middle of it. And then on the thing that we have, half of this has been burned off. So the other half is going to be where we are currently, and there may be another pattern for that. Not really sure what the point of the arrows is. Do you just want me to do the pattern backwards? Like if it's mirrored around to the other side? Because then that's, what is that? Up, down, left, up, jump, down, right, down? No. Then we probably need to be facing in the right direction, which I think is this direction. Then we're going up, down, left, up, jump, down, right, down. No? So it's not the mirrored pattern. I can just do the same pattern. Up, right, up, jump, down, left, up, down. No. Unless it's mirrored left to right, at which point it would be down, left, down, jump, up, right, down, up. Yeah, go ahead and say something. I'm not real. I got nothing at this point. I think I've solved all I'm going to. And like there's a number in the center of this one. This is a brute force puzzle. Lovely. Love it. Well, I don't even know what I'm brute forcing, though. Like, is it just another button combination? Alright, well, at this point, the only puzzles we have left are... Pillar with a dot in it, that I don't know how to do. And... Riddle, that I don't know how to do. Because this one is brute forcing in a way that I don't even understand what I'm brute forcing. This is just a lot of waiting. And this is... some kind of meta puzzle that I'm apparently told I don't even know how to do yet. So, I may just call the stream here, because at this point I'm kind of grasping for straws. Or waiting for somebody to tell me what to do. So, I may call the stream here, and I may pick up again next week with just a little bit more self-researched information. I'm not going to look for solutions, but hopefully maybe find some things to poke me in the right direction. If it has to be, next week will be a Let's Follow a Guide day. So, all said, I'm going to get some sleep. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.